from range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the 5. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And here is Irving. Following Draymond Green's 3, the drive by James. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Second, Stephen Curry. And, of course, Kyrie Irving.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Barnes, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Brandon Rush. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Kicks to LeBron. Back to Smith. To end the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Now, here is Barbosa. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And here is Iguodala. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He gives them a double-digit lead. Curry's got 5 points so far.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Love kicks to Smith. Fires from deep. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Love.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Pass to Curry. Screen by Bogut. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. Off the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. LeBron against Thompson. LeBron drives in, and he gets the bucket. James has got his second bucket.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish. And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
The three from LeBron, and another three for Cleveland.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry wide open. Another three for Golden State. Curry against Irving. Shoots the three. Tips it, but no good. 1 second left. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
What a terrific shot. Those Hail Mary.
And we finished one half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. That's going to do it for now, as the second half is just a...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Irving against Barnes. Irving attacking, and the shot is good. Irving's got 8.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And that one's good, Barnes. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Pass to Irving. Thompson dishes to Irving. It's stolen by Curry. Thompson outside. Good. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
LeBron up top. He's covered by Thompson. James, the pass to Love. No good on the 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The Cavaliers trail by 21. That's a 2 from Smith. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. He feeds it to James. Back to Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And stolen by Love. Smith kicks to LeBron, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Warriors have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Bounces high off the rim and drops. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers trail by 21. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Irving kicks to Love. LeBron James on the wing. Cleveland moving it around. That doesn't go in either for Irving.